interesting job. It's ScuL. Nico is actually on the road somewhere else. Managed to get the gearbox working again. Try to get in the cab. Oh, see a bug with that fence there. That's not quite right. We're approaching the border now, going through. And we're entering Croatia. Oops, wrong gear. Part of the map was actually built maybe 2 years ago, year and a half. It's just taken a very long time to connect the rest of the country. Oh, they're turning the lights on for us. And this is all new. This was probably built between Christmas and now. We have a few guys that are working on a map for ATS as well, but because the so much work that needs to be done. It will be a while before we can release anything. This is an interesting intersection. To the right is the other Slovenian-Croatian border station. Very difficult driving from this view. This is actually a huge intersection. I built the foundations of this, and Semcha finished it, decorated it. The part that we're entering now is actually really new, because this was only completed about 2 months ago, I think. Let's get back in the truck. Oops, wrong lane, but I think this tool is not enabled just yet. This has always been our dream, to actually complete the game map and have all of Europe, and I don't think we'll stop until we have actually built all of Europe. Wow, speed. This isn't the fastest truck. Was a quick job. And the closer that you get to our destination, to Rijeka, the more arid the land gets. It's a rather dry area, particularly in summer. Now I'm wondering if this toll actually works. This is part of the reason why we're doing this. End of toll road, 0 to pay, so there is a problem. Even though the start and the end work, the cost doesn't seem to be calculated. turn my lights on. The vents are getting a bit windy here. Connection to the left be completed here. That would be really cool because oops, that will lead to the Croatian coast and the islands. This is our exit. See some small grass bugs there. I'm using a wheel, Logitech G27. And I'm using the H shifter as well, which is hard work, whilst trying to do the different camera angles. Oh, rain as well. I see there's a speed limit problem here because we're not supposed to drive 70 in the city limits. Now it's 50. No, I don't have track AR. I'd quite like to. This is absolutely not my strength, so that's why I always go for the middle option. Oh. Job done. I would quite like to do a job in Spain, but at the moment I don't have any cities discovered there, so we're gonna have to do just a random job so I can discover the city and get a quick job down there. Still raining here. I'm gonna have to turn the rain off because it's annoying for the stream. So I've just discovered the city, so I can get a job from it. Probably should discover this one as well whilst we're here. Okay, that's a job done, and now finish this silly quick job that I don't need. There we go. Yeah, I'm in a hurry. Thank you. Cheater. Right. Let's have a look. That is a really good route. I can actually do this without getting a late delivery, but I think we should be okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit difficult. Driving to Scania, much better. So the connection that we're driving now is actually a completely new road connecting the south of France, and this was actually original ProMods work. This is not Vive la France, this is not the DLC. This was actually developed by our French developer, who sadly is no longer working. And we've completely updated this area and made it look good. And honestly, I can't see the difference between this area and the rest of the French DLC. And it's provided a really interesting connection to get to Spain. Is a rather challenging road, and this road, I don't think this road has been bug tested, at least I'm not aware of it. So that means that we could actually have some unexpected results. Oops, this was a village. Oh no, the police was right behind me. Going into a village, high speed. That's actually pretty realistic, because that happens a lot in France in real life too. you're driving in one of the national roads and doing maybe 70 or 80 kilometers an hour, and then all of a sudden you enter a village and there's a French police officer there with a speed camera. Although this truck drives really nicely and very smooth compared to the other one I just drove, doesn't have a lot of power, but again, it's a quick job truck. I'm currently not developing, we're currently mostly fixing bugs and testing, because without the testing we can't get a stable map for everybody to play, and if we release the map with lots of bugs then people will get upset. So in terms of actual development, the last sort of work that I've done on the map was placing signs, mostly in Spain and the UK. Now, this road is rather treacherous here, actually. You don't want to imagine just going down the cliff. Driver in a hurry. This is a checkpoint. We don't have to stop, but that's where French customs used to be. Because through this tunnel we're actually entering Spain. Probably take this turn off here. So I have not driven through this area or tested it. It's actually a pretty complex area here. Well, that's good. There's no invisible wall or anything. Little mountain town. Going to be pretty difficult to turn the truck here, I think. But we can try. Oh, oops, I forgot about that railing there. Let's see. This is too narrow. Oh, oops. Sorry, Mr. Peugeot. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get through. Maybe. There we go. So, when testing bugs, I actually never enable damage because it would be stupid if you hit an invisible wall at really high speed. You damage everything, and so bug testing with damage enabled is not very wise. It looks like I've put that sign in a very comfortable position. It's busy here now. Oh, come on, don't tell me that this guy wants to go in here. Nope. It's the back of the trailer again. I think, so yeah, this part has been developed by Ivan. I think that he's intentionally made it this challenging. I would like to see ScuL go down this street. I don't really know how many streams I'm doing. I'm just doing streams because why not? And I think it's funny and interesting as well to share the bug testing experience, because as you can see, there's clearly still a few things that need fixing. Like yesterday I was driving on that road to Ireland and oops, he's getting tired. All of a sudden there were trucks and cars flying around, and that was a little bug there as well. I saw that rock appear and then disappear. That's not right. It's really hard not to speed here. In principle, you could consider that a bug too. The GPS always takes the shortest way, and so it was just saying I needed to get off at the fuel station, which is weird. Maybe I should have disabled fatigue. So we're in northern Spain, and we still need to go through a rather big mountain range. External view. I don't actually know what this is, what I've got on the trailer. It almost looks like some kind of missile. Well, we can clip the curb a little bit. Now this area coming up is going to be very difficult to do it from external view, but it would be nice if we could. By the way, let me fix one thing first. I'm going to disable this fatigue because it's fatigue simulation. Thank you. That's what I mean. It's difficult enough going through here in first person. So typically the way that the roads are built in this part of Spain is that there's two lanes going up and one down, so that obviously slow traffic like trucks can be overtaken. As you can see, we're gaining quite a bit of elevation. Well, this is really difficult from this view. We're still climbing. There's a bug there, I saw that the other day, but I couldn't figure out where it was spawning from. Yes, I'm going to get late delivery. This music's going to be annoying too. Disable that. Much better. Guess I can turn the lights off by now. You know, I'm really flooring it right now. I've got the pedal to the metal and the truck is really struggling to get up. Finally gone through the worst. Whoops, I need to stay on this side. And now we've got some straight roads. Let the truck roll down the hill. There's a artificial lake there, reservoir, barrier. Stop, please. And we're going through this rocky canyon here. Be careful with this bend. This has been the worst of it. I think we should probably stop for some fuel. the nice thing when you're driving a quick job. Again, I don't think that this area has been tested, so I have no idea what to expect driving around here. Did I see that correctly, or did that truck just disappear? $50? Okay, that's definitely a speed limit bug as well. The answer to that question, why is expanding the map so slow, it's simply because it's a lot of work and it takes an extreme amount of time. Building Barcelona took 1 year. And the French-Spanish border area is very hilly, very mountainous, not flat at all. So it takes a lot of time to build. We believe that probably between now and a year from now we would have reached Madrid, but I don't know whether we can. Oh, there's definitely lots of bugs here. It needs to be fixed. We can probably reach Madrid within the next year, but then building Madrid itself is going to take so much time. Yeah, there's no signs here. I actually placed signs in this area a few days ago, but that's not in this beta version just yet. I always feel that it makes the map look very barren if there's no signs. Signs really add life. Oh, there's a hole. And grass too. Yeah, this is a strange section. There's actually a parallel road to the main road. Let me check the map because it's sending me in a strange... I would quite like to go through here if I could. I'm going to be very upset with the time of the delivery, but like this speed limit, 90, that's very good. Yeah, to answer that question about the signs in Spain, the traffic signs not so much, but the... Is it sending me through here? Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. The traffic signs not so much. The navigation signs in Spain are really, really complex, and they take a lot of time to make. Comparatively, if you're working on a Balkan country like Croatia or Serbia, you can make 20 or 30 signs in a day easily, whereas if you're working on Spain, you'd probably get to 5 or 6. It's good that I stopped there. And the question about new countries, we hope to have every European country. That's always been the goal. If Turkey is a European country or not, that is something that, you know, a lot of people have different ideas about. But it is our goal to at least reach the Turkish border, and we have that already. But that's the problem with that, is that there's so much in Bulgaria that's unfinished that we can't connect it and release it yet. That's a bug there too. Those bushes are not supposed to be in the railing. I see a distance issue here as well. really, really tall bridge. Signs that are overhead there are actually made by myself. I think this bridge might be a problem with the heavy cargo pack. Let me merge, please. Come on. Jeez. That was very rude. Well, that toll road actually works, so that's good. So now we're entering Barcelona. We did make considerable improvements in terms of the performance. It's still, you know, it's still a heavy city. Oops, I need to be in this lane. Still a big place, you know, and it's always going to be, and particularly the port area is amongst the heaviest, but I think that the city's become a lot more playable with low spec PCs. Oh, I see some bugs there too. Bushes appearing. It's a little bit hard to recommend the typical PC spec. Generally, ETS uses quite a bit of memory. The CPU doesn't seem to be so important, but if you have a good quality i5 or preferably even i7, you know, you'll be able to run it very well. What is most important for Euro Truck Simulator is the graphics board. And anything in the 900 G4 series or up would be recommended. You know, most of us in the team either have 900 series or 1000 series, 1050, 1060, 1070. You don't need to have a 1080 Ti. It would be nice, but it's, you know, it's a little bit extreme. Better slow down here. Yeah, this area is still the heaviest part of the map. Well, it's much better than what it was before. Oops, that was a bit of a full stop. That guy clearly doesn't want to stop. So the machine that I'm using right now has got a 1070 GTX, and it works fine. Obviously it's a bit heavy on my machine right now because I'm also running the streaming program. Railway tracks. Here we are. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that was always going to be late. Made it to the next level. My virgin profile. Add a little bit of distance to it. Let's save. So maybe you guys tell me, the people that are watching, I see there's 26 of you, just tell me what you want to see. Where do you want to go? And I'll put the truck down. Obviously the northern area here has been expanded a little bit, and that should solve the problem around Murmansk, because there were not enough jobs being generated there. And well, we've done a fair bit of the Balkan area, some more connecting roads, and then there is new parts of Spain which I've just done, new areas in the UK. Yeah, there is some. I could probably drive from, this is the awful old UK truck simulator area, but I could probably drive from here to Ireland. London's not been upgraded yet. We've been building London for more than a year. It's almost ready, but it's too big to finish in time for the release. So I'm going to go, let me see, we'll get a quick job. It doesn't really matter. I need to do the quick job so I can discover the cities. I use a Logitech G27, yes. Right. Just discover these cities real quick. Right, now to drop this load. Cheating. Okay, now we can take a job hopefully there's something to Ireland. Liverpool to Dublin. That's perfect. Good, we've got a Scania. So this area is probably at least 7 or 8 years old. Might even be older. This was done by SCS when they were working on the UK truck simulator. And that was one of the Euro Truck Simulator's predecessors. So we're definitely itching to rebuild this area one day, because there's no rocks like this in Liverpool, trust me. That's just a fantasy. Come on. Sorry, I'm always impatient. These hideous old intersections. Don't worry, we'll be hitting ProMods territory really soon. Round about here, you can immediately tell the difference. Typical UK roundabout junction above us. That's the main A road to Wrexham and Chester. Welcome to Wales. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not really, accustomed to driving trucks, so, being a car driver, I just follow every single gear, but I could put it to split mode, which means then it will go 2 to 4 to 6, etc. Oh, okay, this is prime example as to why we bug test the map. This prefab is damaged, and it's damaged badly, and it's going to generate some real trouble So if this thing does not get fixed, a lot of players will be very unhappy. Yeah. Too bad. Mr. Stobot's stuck too. Back on track. This is one out of several tunnels that are there in this area. Now, we'll be approaching a really big roundabout, which used to have lots of trouble in earlier beta versions, so let's see how it's behaving now. I might actually, whilst I'm here, change that gear. No. I think that's it. Behaving all right, actually. To think that this area looks pretty realistic. I mean, in real life there's more buildings and towns along the way, but there's only so much that you can do in the game. Wow. That's one of those bug prefabs again. I've got to be careful. This is going to create a mess. So, you know, this is one out of several reasons as to why ProMods 2.20 is not yet ready. What are they doing? Awesome. Here we have the longest town name on the planet, but it's abbreviated on the sign. Those reflective posts were a little bit too close to the road surface, so they should be moved back. Much speed, no! Okay, too late. I didn't see that. Well, I saw it, but I didn't expect there to be any lights in the roundabout. So as you can see, we've actually put a lot of effort into making sure that all of the names and things around Wales are actually in Welsh as well as in English. So it really gives the local feeling. So now we're entering Holyhead. Those flashing poles near the pedestrian crossings, they're called militia beacons. Very common in the UK, they're almost used everywhere. Just to inform drivers that they need to pay attention because someone might cross. So this is the ferry terminal. Cargo port is where we need to go to. At the moment, we're not sure whether we can release Pamplona. Pamplona is 95% ready, but there's just quite a lot of work to be done in terms of the signs. Dublin or in Ireland? Where's the job going in the city? Okay, all the way through. So if Pamplona can be released or not actually depends on how quickly the Spanish developer, Ivan, is going to be able to finish that area. I'm not going to be showing the map editor today. I'm just doing some bug testing. That's really important because there's not that much to edit anymore. Like all the content for ProMods 220 is ready, except for the signs near Pamplona. That's the last thing. But the testing is really important. Like to find a way so that we can actually use this bus lane correctly, but at the moment any car will just use it. Yeah, at the moment I don't think there's a way for us to tell if a car or a truck is allowed to enter the bus lane or not. Which could be somewhat realistic because this time of the day in the game it is 11:15, so 11:15 the bus lane would probably be closed in real life and trucks could use it. But that's way too hard for the game engine. Come on. Just made it. Yeah, but the traffic area would actually have influence on both lanes, so we would have to make, well, very complex connections. This is 2.20. We're driving in Ireland. Yeah, I actually don't know if I can make this, but no, that's the complete opposite way. I always stuff this up. Well, somewhat straight, but not quite. Let's just say that being a ProMods developer or a truck driver are two completely different things. Still not in there. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Maybe do one more job today. But I would probably, I don't know about Iceland, maybe. Or I could go through Poland and Russia. Let's take this stupid job. So boom. That's discovered. Just make sure that I've got this on the other side as well. Oh, oops, that's not the right place to put your truck. And so this needed to go to somewhere in Barcelona, so let's see. Here, is it? No, it's the wrong way. Then it's going to be on. That's not the right spot. There we go. Finish this job quickly. Let's see it. Yeah, I know. We're still in the quick job. I don't have my own truck. Maybe I can buy one now because I've got 70,000. Bit long. Yeah, that doesn't go where I want it to go. That doesn't go either. No. I think I'll have this one. Let's go. It looks like the exit is on the other side. Where is it? Oh, that's rip. I was missing the GPS. There we go. Yeah, teleporting is, of course, a little bit of a cheat, but you know, if you're trying to demonstrate things, it is helpful, and it's also very good when you're testing things. I think realistically, not a lot of trucks would actually drive this way because, oh, that's definitely a bug. I've just said temporary sign. It is a lot of hassle to go through Russia, from Poland to Russia and then into Lithuania. The customs issues that you have would be way too much paperwork. So in real life, I would imagine that most Polish truck drivers would just go straight to the border and avoid the exclave. Yep. A little bit dark here though. A little bit fast as well. Don't merge. Don't merge. You did anyway. No mapping from the editor today. I should probably not go straight through here, and I should probably slow down too. But let's finish this job. Leicester. It's not really on the list. Realistically, the first thing that needs to happen in the UK would be to rebuild what is already there, and the north of the UK is nowhere near reality. Liverpool, Manchester, Newcastle as well. So that entire area would have to be rebuilt, and then you can start looking at adding new cities. Probably even speed up here. Russian speed limits. The big issue that we have with the UK is just that large parts of the map in the UK are so old. Like I was saying earlier, it's part of the UK Truck Simulator map, which is 7 or 8 years old, and so it just needs to be deleted and built from scratch. It's very similar to what we've been doing in Germany with the Autobahn rebuilding project. Oops, a little bit wide. We've actually just gone round the city. There's a big ring road around Kaliningrad, and once the London rebuilding is complete, London will be by far the largest city in the map. It's probably twice the size of Barcelona, if not bigger. It performs a lot better because we've built it differently. It's got almost all the main motorways. It's got the M1, M11, M3, M4, M23 into Croydon. Whoops, Russian cops don't like me now. Birds are very active for this time of the day. So is the cow. Yeah, London's got a lot of the famous areas. You've got the Houses of Parliament and the London Eye, and all of that is in there. What is really important to know as well about London is that we have actually built the Dartford crossing, so you can now properly enjoy that. Oops, cobblestone roads. No! Wow. Close. I don't think that SCS will ever implement any part of ProMods, unfortunately. There's a number of reasons for that. They've got very strict guidelines as to how you can build, what you can use, and the... I need to get in the cab here, this is too much. You know, the fact is that we use lots of custom prefabs and models and things that we developed ourselves, and SCS couldn't use them because of the way that we've built them. So now we're going out of Russia, back into the EU, into Lithuania. Yeah, we've tried in many ways. I mean, the cooperation that we have with SCS is still very good. We work with them very closely, and we keep them informed about everything that we do, and vice versa. Well, there's no chance that the roads to Portugal are going to be finished by 2.2. It's way too far. I think we've got about 400 to 500 kilometers to go before we can reach Portugal. And it's sad because we actually have a part of Portugal ready, but we don't have the roads to connect to it. To map 500 kilometers of landscape without even thinking of the cities in between, you would be probably working for at least 3 months, if not more, and that's without cities. And there's nothing new in Romania. The only thing in Romania that we've changed is that we've actually connected Romania with Serbia, because we had to build a connection to get to Serbia. At the moment, we don't have any plans to merge with any other map, given the bad experiences of doing that in the past. Whoa. Didn't expect that. Going too fast and the police is ignoring me. Well, this area looks very stable. I can't see any bugs here, so... I would quite like to have a New Zealand map. The problem with it is New Zealand uses lots of Euro trucks, but also lots of American trucks, so things like Mack, Kenworth, Peterbilt and things like that. And they drive on the left, and the amount of assets that we have for left-hand drive countries in general is just, it's not that extensive, so you'd have to make an awful lot of stuff from scratch. ProMods will always be compatible with RustMap. We work closely together with the developer of RustMap. New Zealand's really not that small. It's about the size of the UK, larger than the UK actually. If you compare it to a place in the States, it's just a tiny bit smaller than California. And one thing that would be a really big challenge would be the landscape, because it's not easy. Almost looks like this guy with his big logging truck is going to be in front of me for the rest of this journey. We have reached the fringe areas of Belgrade. The big issue that we have with Belgrade is just that the city itself is very large, and it needs to be much larger than the other places we've already built in Serbia. So it's probably going to take someone, I'd say at least 4 months to complete it. I like the sun coming up here. It looks really cool. It's quite cool to drive around the Baltic countries. They haven't got that much motorway, so all of the country roads are a lot of fun. Where are we in the map anyway? Oh yeah, here. That's a bug. Those posts are not supposed to be like that. I almost feel like I'm driving in a convoy, following 2 trucks. Yeah, it's very, very peaceful, very tranquil. If it wasn't for any YouTube licensing, I would probably put on some music, but yeah. sticking to the left lane. I wonder why they're doing that. Yeah, I know about royalty-free music. I might consider that, but at the moment, the sound of the game and my voice is probably going to be enough. Time to slow down. See if it can out accelerate the other. Gee, what was he thinking? This is an older area of the map, but it's still, I think it looks nice because it gives you that typical Baltic feel with the oh, I thought I just made it. Yeah, the typical Baltic feeling with the dual carriageway going in between buildings. There are at least 5 truck stops. The biggest ones on the ProMods map are probably on German Autobahn 7 between Kassel and Hamburg, and that's the Autohof Soltau. And then there's 2 in Denmark, which are really huge. There's Patborg at the Danish-German border. And then there's another E45 truck stop somewhere in higher up in Denmark, and another really large truck stop is in Spain, just after the French-Spanish border. Taking a while. Oh, there's actually been a new it's not really a truck stop, but it's a really large service station which has been added in Vienna. Still good on fuel. Why is this guy going so slow? There he goes. we shouldn't be too far away from the Latvian border. Rep sign. No. Oh yeah, it did go. The assets for ProMods, it really depends on what type of assets. Some developers do a lot of their own stuff. So in Iceland, almost everything there has been made by Abrexis. And most of the road segments, the prefabs, they've been created by Mandelsoft. Some of them by Nico as well. There are some custom... No! Ah. Rip. Ah. He's going to make it. He looks okay. That's fine. You gonna let me go? Okay. So Nico has made a few toll gates as well, like all the new toll gates in Croatia have been made by him. You can't delete the account, but you can rename it. So just send a private message or an email to one of the moderators and they can change the name of the account. There's so many little roads here. There's not a lot of room to build anything else near Eindhoven. Yes, the Baltic states are included in the current version of ProMods. However, we have added more roads to them, more cities to them, and we've also created the Russian exclave Kaliningrad. You can always use your existing profile. One thing we do recommend is that you don't mix your profile between different map mods. So ProMods and RustMap is fine, but if you play TSM or something, then that will mess up your configurations. Bumpy road here. We have added Koblenz, Mainz, Wiesbaden. We have rebuilt Erfurt. We have rebuilt almost all of the motorways in eastern Germany. We have rebuilt number Autobahn 13, Autobahn 15, and parts of the 4 and 71 as well. So there's actually been quite a lot of changes in Germany. Nico and Mandelsoft are not the same person. Wow, he's overtaking me here. You cannot use World of Trucks with a map mod. It will... Some of the jobs may work, but generally it's asking for trouble. It could even crash your game if you tried it. And about Spain and Portugal, I answered that earlier. It will probably take another year before we have Madrid or anything close to Madrid. So, you know, we could maybe connect Portugal faster if we ignored building some cities in Spain. If we just continued building motorways in Spain and did not build any cities in between, then we could connect Portugal. But oh, wow, this is a dangerous intersection. This looks like one of those intersections that you see in Russian dashcam videos. Wow, this is bumpy. Rural Latvian roads. Oh, I should have seen that. No, you have to have DLC France, for the simple reason that we have used so many models from that DLC that it's impossible to use ProMods without having the DLC. It's currently on Steam sale for like 10 euros. Yeah, you can downgrade. If you really wanted to do it without having France, you could downgrade to 2.12 with ETS 1.26, but you'd have to completely downgrade your game, and you would lose a lot of cool stuff. You know, almost all of the map mods out there require all 3 DLCs, so you just have way more enjoyment getting all the DLCs. Right. I could drive to Norway, but I'm not going to do it today. Oh boy, this is going to be a tricky one. I don't know if I can do this. I may have to auto park it, but we'll see. No, that's the completely wrong way. I'm getting very close to that other trailer. maybe a little bit more. No. Yeah, I'm kind of jamming it. Oh, forget about it. Came so close. Let me see if I missed any questions. Western Asia, Northern Africa, probably not. I would say what would be realistic to have at least the south of Spain and to have some part of Turkey. I can show the map. So obviously we have Ireland. We have some new stuff in Iceland. We have got a lot of stuff in the north. We have connections from Sweden to Norway and Trondheim, of course, and all the way down to Oslo. This is all new. We filled some gaps in Finland, Kokkola, and this road here. We have added Daugavpils in Latvia and all of the connections here to Kaliningrad, the exclave. Some rebuilds here in Poland, Gustov, Elblag, Germany. So this area has been completely rebuilt. DK18 from Poland has been rebuilt. The 15 into Berlin, the 13, that's rebuilt. This is rebuilt. Görlitz, that's rebuilt. This part of the 4. Then the 4 from here, this is vanilla still, that's the original map, but that's all the way to 7, that's new, and Erfurt, that area is new and upgraded, and then West Germany, Bonn, Koblenz, Mainz, Wiesbaden, the 61, which now almost goes all the way to Mannheim, but it's not completely connected yet. There's one link missing. And the 48, which goes between the 3 and 61. Austria, this is new. It's the Fernpass. So we now actually have the complete length of Autobahn 7 from the Austrian border all the way through to Denmark. It's the first full-length Autobahn that we've actually built in ProMods. Vienna. Vienna's really large. Vienna took almost 1 year to build. And then Serbia, Subotica, Novi Sad, Croatia, Osijek, Slavonski Brod, Zagreb, Rijeka, and the connections also to Italy with Trieste. That's very important. And then Spain at the moment, this is what we currently have. To Huesca, and then connecting north to France again. I think that's the majority of it. There's a few little bits here and there. We've got the Åland Islands have been added finally, and we've got Rønne on Danish island. Yeah, and of course Ireland is very anticipated. The sad thing though is that we've got almost all of the cities, the main cities, and people are constantly complaining that we don't have Cork. So Cork was not ready. It will come one day, but it's just not there yet. And then Scotland, there's a lot of changes here and improvements, and Fraserburgh has been added as well. And of course here the western parts of Scotland, Dumfries and Stranraer, and that's also connected. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for today. So I might see you in the next stream.